In the sacred city of Ayodhya, a tale of divine proportions begins. Born as the prince of this blessed city was Lord Ram, the embodiment of righteousness, courage, and charm. In the royal palace of King Dasharatha and Queen Kaushalya, the air was filled with joy and anticipation. The kingdom had been awaiting this momentous occasion, the birth of a prince who would grow to become a symbol of virtue and bravery. As the first rays of the sun peered over the horizon, the sound of jubilant trumpets and drums echoed through the city, announcing the arrival of the divine prince. The city of Ayodhya was alive with celebration. Laughter and cheer filled the air as the people rejoiced in the streets. Garlands of marigold adorned the cityscape, and the sweet aroma of incense wafted through the air. The royal palace was a spectacle of grandeur, illuminated with countless lamps, their golden light reflecting the joy of the kingdom. Born to the noble King Dasharatha and the virtuous Queen Kaushalya, Lord Ram was a prince like no other. Even as a child, he exhibited qualities of a true leader. His charm could win over the sternest of hearts, and his courage was evident in his youthful adventures. His sense of justice and righteousness shone brightly, a beacon for all who looked upon him. In the heart of Ayodhya, in the loving care of his parents, the young prince grew. Each day was a step towards his destiny, each moment a testament to his divine nature. His radiant smile, his compassionate heart, and his unwavering courage were the stuff of legends, even in his early years. The joyous celebration of his birth, the love and admiration of his people, and the guiding hands of his parents were the stepping stones in his journey. They shaped the prince, preparing him for the challenges and triumphs that lay ahead. Thus, the stage was set for a prince who was destined for greatness, a hero in the making. Prince Ram's prowess with the bow and arrow was unmatched, a testament to his divine lineage. This was not merely a result of innate talent, but of diligent training under the sage Vishwamitra. From a young age, Ram demonstrated an uncanny ability to master the art of archery, his arrows flying true every time. His skill was not merely physical. He wielded his bow with a calm and composed mind, his actions reflecting the divine wisdom he possessed. His every shot was a meditation, a harmonious blend of strength, precision, and spirituality. The bow and arrow were not merely weapons in his hands, but instruments of righteousness. One of the most remarkable tales of Ram's exceptional archery skills is the story of the swayamvara of Princess Sita. Sita was the daughter of King Janaka, and her beauty and virtue were renowned throughout the land. King Janaka announced that whoever could string and break the mighty bow of Lord Shiva, a feat considered impossible by many, would win Sita's hand in marriage. Many tried and failed, their efforts falling short against the mighty bow. Yet, when it was Ram's turn, he approached the bow with reverence and humility. With a calm and determined spirit, he strung the bow, and to the awe of all present broke it. The impossible had been achieved, testifying to his divine strength and skill. With this feat, Ram won the heart of Sita, and the two were wed in a grand celebration. Their union was not just a marriage, it was a divine alliance of virtue, strength, and love. With Sita by his side, Ram was ready to face the trials that lay ahead, his bow ever steadfast in his hands. This divine archer, armed with his unerring skill and unwavering values, was prepared to embark on a journey that would forever engrave his name in the annals of time and faith. Fate has a way of testing the strongest, and Ram was no exception. Let's delve into the turning point of Lord Ram's life, a chapter that redefines the notion of sacrifice and duty, the exile. Picture a golden kingdom, Ayodhya, a land of prosperity and peace. At the heart of this kingdom, a royal family is entwined in a web of promises and ambitions. The beloved King Dasharatha is caught in a dilemma, a promise he made to his wife Kaikeyi years ago. It's a promise that would send his beloved son Ram into exile for 14 long years. Yet when this decree is shared with Ram, he does not falter. He does not question. Instead, he accepts it with grace, embodying the true essence of Dharma, or righteous duty. His commitment to uphold his father's honor, even at the cost of his own happiness, reveals the strength of his character. Accompanied by his wife Sita and his loyal brother Lakshmana, Ram prepares to leave Ayodhya. Their departure is a heart-wrenching moment, as the people of Ayodhya weep and plead for their beloved prince to stay. But Ram, Sita, and Lakshmana remain steadfast, ready to accept the challenges that lie ahead. Despite the sorrow and uncertainty, there's an air of determination that surrounds them. They know the road ahead is fraught with trials, yet they choose to face it with courage and unwavering faith. They leave behind the comforts and privileges of palace life, stepping into the wild unknown, ready to face whatever fate has in store for them. It's a journey not just into the wilderness, but also into the depths of their own resilience and faith. It's a journey that's going to shape the destiny of not just their lives, but also the course of history itself. Into the wilderness they ventured, their hearts filled with courage and unwavering faith. This marks the beginning of Ram's exile, a chapter filled with lessons of sacrifice, duty, and the true essence of righteousness. In the heart of the forest, a shadow of evil loomed. A tranquility that once embraced the forest was shattered by the wicked intentions of the demon king Ravana, who, driven by lust and revenge, plotted the abduction of the virtuous Sita. Under the guise of a golden deer, Ravana lured Ram and his brother Lakshmana away from their humble abode, leaving Sita unprotected. Seizing this opportunity, Ravana swept Sita away, leaving behind echoes of her desperate cries. When Ram and Lakshmana returned, they found their dwelling deserted, their hearts sinking at the sight of the empty hut. Ram's despair was as deep as the forest itself. His heart ached for Sita, his beloved, his soulmate. The once vibrant forest seemed to mourn with him, mirroring his sorrow. But amidst the despair, a spark of determination ignited in his heart, a resolve to rescue Sita, to fight against the darkness that had taken her away. And so, Ram, the divine archer, the dashing prince, now became the devoted husband on a quest that would take him to the ends of the earth, a quest that would test his courage, his virtue, and his love. Alongside Lakshmana, his unwavering ally, Ram journeyed southwards, towards the formidable kingdom of Lanka. Every step Ram took was a step closer to Sita. Every breath he took was a prayer for her safety. The path was fraught with challenges and perils, but Ram's determination was unyielding. His love for Sita, his devotion to Dharma, drove him forward, lighting the way in the darkest corners of the forest. The journey was long, the road fraught with danger, but Ram was undeterred. He was not just a prince, not just a warrior, but a beacon of righteousness, of Dharma, marching against the tides of evil. Driven by love, by duty, and by a promise, Ram pressed on, his eyes set on the horizon, his heart beating with a single resolve to bring Sita back. With a vow to rescue Sita, Ram's quest had begun. In adversity, allies come from the unlikeliest places. Such was the case as our hero, Lord Ram, found himself forging an unlikely alliance. Amidst his search for his beloved wife Sita, Lord Ram and his faithful companion Lakshmana came across the exiled monkey king, Sugriva. Sugriva too was in dire straits, having been ousted from his kingdom by his own brother. Recognizing the divine in each other, Lord Ram and Sugriva formed a pact of mutual assistance. Lord Ram, with his divine archery, helped Sugriva regain his throne, and in return, Sugriva pledged his loyalty and the service of his monkey army to Lord Ram. But helping Sugriva reclaim his throne was only the beginning. The real challenge lay ahead. Sita was held captive on the island kingdom of Lanka, separated from the mainland by a vast ocean. A mere mortal would have seen this as an insurmountable obstacle. But Lord Ram was no ordinary mortal, and his army was no ordinary army. Led by the mighty Hanuman, the monkey army, with their incredible strength and agility, set about a task of epic proportions. They began building a bridge across the ocean, from the mainland to Lanka. Stone by stone they toiled, their determination unwavering, their faith in Lord Ram unshakable. In a testament to their devotion and the power of unity, the impossible became possible. A bridge spanning the vast ocean stood as a symbol of their unwavering resolve and steadfast loyalty. Lord Ram, with his divine power, had turned a band of monkeys into a formidable army and a seemingly insurmountable obstacle into a path forward. With an army behind him and a path ahead, Ram was ready for the battle of a lifetime. His journey, however, was far from over. The most challenging part of his quest still awaited him, the battle for Sita's freedom. But with an unwavering spirit and a loyal army at his side, Lord Ram was ready to face whatever lay ahead. On the shores of Lanka, a battle of epic proportions was about to unfold. A battle that was not just a clash of armies, but a clash of ideologies, a contest between the forces of good and evil. On one side were the mighty forces of Ravana, the demon king of Lanka, ready to defend their land and their king. On the other side was the army of Lord Ram, an army of loyal monkeys and bears ready to fight for justice, ready to fight for Sita. As the drums of war beat and the conch shells sounded, the air was filled with tension and anticipation. The sky was set ablaze with arrows as the two armies clashed. The earth trembled under the weight of the warriors, each side showing immense bravery and courage. Yet amidst this chaos stood two figures, two warriors who were destined to duel, Lord Ram and Ravana. Their duel was nothing short of extraordinary. Each blow was met with a counterblow, each attack with a counterattack. Ravana, with his 10 heads and 20 arms, was a formidable opponent, his strength and skill unmatched. Yet Lord Ram, the divine archer, was his equal in every way. His arrows, guided by righteousness and truth, never missed their mark. The battle raged on, a dance of destruction and creation, a dance of death and life. And then, in a moment that would echo through the ages, Lord Ram drew his bow and released an arrow that was more than just a weapon. It was a symbol of truth, of justice, of Dharma. It flew through the air, cutting through the noise and chaos, and struck Ravana, bringing the demon king to his knees. With Ravana's fall, Ram's victory was complete, and Sita was free once more. The Battle of Lanka was over, but its echoes would reverberate through time, reminding us of the eternal struggle between good and evil, and the ultimate triumph of righteousness over injustice. After years of exile and a hard-won victory, it was time for Ram to return home. The triumphant trio, Ram, Sita, and Lakshmana, began their journey back to Ayodhya, their hearts filled with joy and anticipation. Their return signified not just the end of their trials and tribulations, but also the beginning of a new chapter in the kingdom of Ayodhya. The news of their return spread like wildfire through the kingdom. The air was thick with excitement, and the city was abuzz with preparations for their welcome. The people of Ayodhya, who had been yearning for their beloved prince's return, were overjoyed. The city was decked out in its finest. Golden banners fluttered in the breeze, flowers adorned every corner, and the streets were lit with rows upon rows of oil lamps, creating a path of light to guide their heroes home. The heartwarming glow of the lamps was a symbol of the joy that filled each heart in Ayodhya. As Ram, Sita, and Lakshmana neared the city, they were greeted with cheers and the joyful ringing of bells. The royal family, with King Dasharatha at the helm, waited eagerly at the palace gates to welcome them. The moment the trio stepped into the city, the air was filled with a thunderous applause. Tears of joy streamed down faces, prayers of gratitude echoed through the air, and the city resonated with the sounds of celebration. The return of Ram was not just a joyous reunion, but an event that marked the end of an era of hardship and the beginning of a reign of righteousness. The people of Ayodhya knew that with Ram at the helm, their city was in safe hands. The grandeur of the celebrations was a testament to the love and respect the people had for their prince. It was a day of jubilation, a day that would be etched in the annals of Ayodhya's history forever. As they stepped into the city, a new era dawned on Ayodhya, an era of peace and prosperity. Beyond his heroic deeds, Ram's life was a testament to his timeless teachings. As we delve into understanding Lord Ram, we find that his life was not only about grand adventures and epic battles, but also about embodying and promoting enduring principles and values. One of the most prominent virtues that Lord Ram personified was righteousness. He is often referred to as Maryada Purushottam, which means the perfect man or the best among upholders of Dharma. Dharma in this context signifies righteousness, the moral and ethical duties and responsibilities one must follow for a righteous life. Ram's decision to go into exile to honor his father's promise, despite being the rightful heir to the throne, is a testament to his unwavering commitment to Dharma. Bravery is another virtue that shines brightly in Ram's character. He never shied away from challenges, whether it was fighting the mighty demon king Ravana or the fearsome demons during his exile. His courage was not just physical, but also moral. He stood up for the truth and justice, even when it was not the easiest path. Loyalty and devotion were also deeply ingrained in Lord Ram. His steadfast loyalty to his wife Sita and his unwavering devotion to his people are legendary. He exemplified the ideal husband, the perfect son, and the just king. And last, but certainly not least, is compassion. Lord Ram's heart was filled with kindness and empathy. He treated everyone with respect, irrespective of their status or background. His friendship with the humble tribal chief Guha and the devoted monkey god Hanuman underlined his compassionate nature. These virtues of righteousness, bravery, loyalty, and compassion, among others, are not just ideals to be revered, but values to be lived. They form the essence of Lord Ram's teachings, offering timeless wisdom for a fulfilling and righteous life. In his life and his actions, Ram taught us the path of Dharma, the path of righteousness. The tale of Ram is more than a story. It is a legacy that continues to inspire. As the final chapter of our journey unfolds, we delve into the profound impact of Lord Ram's saga on Indian culture and its enduring relevance in today's world. Lord Ram, the epitome of righteousness, has left a legacy that transcends time and space, his life serving as a guiding light for countless generations. The saga of Lord Ram has been woven into the very fabric of Indian culture. It has shaped the moral, ethical, and social framework of the country, instilling values of duty, honor, and righteousness. The story of Ram embodies the essence of Dharma, the path of righteousness, and it is this very essence that continues to guide millions of lives even today. The celebration of Diwali, or the Festival of Lights, is a testament to the enduring legacy of Lord Ram. This festival marks the return of Lord Ram to his kingdom of Ayodhya after 14 years of exile and his victory over the demon king Ravana. Diwali is celebrated with great fervor and joy across India and by Indians worldwide. Homes are lit with lamps, sweets are shared, and fireworks light up the sky, all symbolizing the victory of light over darkness, of good over evil. But the legacy of Lord Ram extends beyond festivals and celebrations. It is deeply ingrained in the daily lives of millions. The lessons from his life of honor, duty, and righteousness are taught to children, shaping their character and instilling in them a strong moral compass. The tale of Lord Ram is not confined to history. It's a living, breathing narrative that continues to inspire, guide, and shape lives. It is a story that has been passed down through generations, its lessons echoing through the corridors of time. In the heart of every Indian, the tale of Ram continues to echo, a timeless testament to the triumph of good over evil.